This isn't motivation, it's reprogramming. What follows is not about staying calm. It is a weaponized system designed to rewire how you respond under fire. While others beg for escape, you will learn to operate like a machine inside the storm. This isn't about managing emotion, it's about deleting its control over you. Once you step into this discipline, there is no return to ordinary reactions. You will not blend back into the crowd. You will become unreadable, untouchable, and feared. Understand this now, these tactics are not entertainment. They are drills for war, psychological conditioning that strips weakness and installs dominance. In phase 1, you will learn self-control under fire, the ability to hold when provoked, not after, but in the exact second most people collapse. In phase 2, you will wield reversals, the pause, stillness, and even surrender, transforming them into weapons sharper than aggression. And in phase 3, you'll master the balance, carrying this power without consuming yourself from within. This is not theory. It is practice, not calmness but control, not silence but tyranny. When pressure rises, most people lose themselves. They shout, react, and let the chaos control them. But self-control under fire means holding your ground while everyone else collapses. It is the art of staying calm, precise, and unreadable when you are attacked, mentally, emotionally, or socially. This calmness is not weakness, it is psychological dominance. The next time you are provoked, don't react instantly. Take one breath, pause, and anchor your body with a small action, like tightening your fist or adjusting your stance. Let silence carry the weight instead of your words. If the attack continues, choose your response deliberately, either a cold statement that ends the debate or strategic silence that leaves your opponent restless. The key is to disconnect emotion from reaction. Their fire should not ignite yours. By practicing this, you become untouchable. Insults stop piercing you. Pressure stops shaking you. People begin to see you as someone they cannot manipulate, someone immune to provocation. Your calmness becomes your armor, your silence becomes your weapon, and your restraint makes you far more dangerous than the one who shouts. This is how you gain the reputation of being impossible to break, the one who keeps control even under fire. In every clash, there is a rhythm. Words fly, emotions surge, attacks come fast and relentless. Most people get trapped in this rhythm, speaking without thinking, reacting without control. The battlefield pause is the power to break that rhythm. It is the moment where you hold silence, disrupt momentum, and force your opponent into uncertainty. While they expect your quick reaction, you give them nothing, and in that nothing, they begin to doubt. When conflict erupts, in an argument, negotiation, or confrontation, resist the urge to fill the air. Let them speak, let them strike, let them release their energy. Then, when the silence falls on you, extend it. Count to 3 in your head before you answer. Hold your body still, your eyes steady. This pause does 2 things: it unsettles them, because they cannot predict your next move, and it gives you clarity, because your mind detaches from their chaos. After the pause, respond with precision: a single sharp question, a cold statement, or even more silence. The pause is not weakness, it is a weapon. Those who master the pause are feared. They no longer fight on borrowed rhythm. They dictate the tempo. Enemies grow restless in your silence. Negotiators offer more than they planned, just to break the tension. Even in personal conflict, your pause makes you appear inhumanly calm, a presence beyond ordinary nerves. People remember the one who did not rush, the one who waited, the one who made others trip over their own words. That is the battlefield pause, a strategy that turns patience into power, silence into dominance, and hesitation into your opponent's downfall. In chaos, movement is instinct. People pace, gesture, shout, flinch. Their body betrays the storm inside. But true control is revealed in stillness. Control through stillness is the art of remaining motionless when every nerve in you wants to react. Stillness signals dominance because it shows you are untouched by pressure. The more noise the enemy makes, the more powerful your silence and stillness become. It is the unspoken message that I am not moved by you. When provoked, do not answer immediately. Anchor your body, plant your feet, lock your shoulders, and steady your breathing. Eliminate fidgeting. No tapping, no shifting, no nervous movements. Keep your eyes fixed on one point, either on the opponent or through them. let their words or aggression bounce against your still frame. Your voice, when finally used, must be low and deliberate, as if time itself slows for you. Even in negotiation or leadership, stillness creates gravity. People lean in, they wait, they feel pulled toward your center. It is a psychological tactic. You remove signals of weakness and force others to reveal theirs. The one who moves less controls more. Opponents grow unsettled because they cannot read you. Their emotions escalate while yours remain buried under a calm surface. This reversal makes them reckless while you stay precise. Crowds listen harder to the still leader than the frantic one. Enemies hesitate before striking a figure that does not flinch. With control through stillness, you become the eye of the storm, untouchable, immovable, the fixed point around which all chaos spins and eventually destroys itself. Most people fight to win every clash directly, but power often hides in the act of yielding. False surrender is the art of pretending to break so the enemy believes they've won. While in truth, you've simply bought space, reset the tempo, and planted doubt in their victory. Humans relax when they think the fight is over. Their guard lowers, their discipline fades, and that is when they are most vulnerable. This surrender is not weakness. It is camouflage, a mask designed to conceal the next strike. When pressure builds, do not resist endlessly. Instead, bow just enough to appear defeated. In an argument, concede a small point while concealing your true advantage. In negotiation, let the opponent feel dominant. Allow them to speak, to boast, to believe they have forced your hand. In conflict, drop your stance, lower your tone, even apologize. But inside, you are not broken. You are calculating. The key is timing surrender too soon, and it seems fake too late, and you appear stubborn. Use false surrender when the enemy's arrogance is about to peak. Give them victory, but only in appearance. The arrogant opponent celebrates, unaware they've overextended. The negotiator accepts less than they should, thinking you've given more. The aggressor lets down their defenses, only to be blindsided by your return. What seemed like defeat becomes the setup for reversal. You remain calm while they bleed their strength into nothing. With false surrender, you control the rhythm of battle. You decide when weakness is displayed, and you alone decide when the hidden blade is revealed. Words are weapons, but silence is a cage. People fear empty space in conversation more than direct attack. They rush to fill the void with excuses, explanations, confessions, handing over power without realizing it. The tyranny of silence is the discipline of using absence instead of presence. You create pressure not by speaking, but by refusing to. Silence becomes domination, because in the void, the other mind unravels. When accused, do not rush to defend. When questioned, allow the air to stretch. Maintain eye contact, but offer nothing. In negotiation, after stating your demand, fall into silence. Force the other side to break first. Use silence as punishment. When someone expects rage or words, deliver still emptiness. In conflict, pause longer than comfort allows. Let your silence grow heavy until it feels like interrogation without a question. You must remain calm, composed, and unblinking, because the moment you fidget, the silence breaks. Practice by training yourself to hold longer pauses than others can tolerate. The talkative opponent exposes their weakness, filling silence with leaks of truth. The desperate negotiator concedes first, just to escape the weight of your pause. The guilty unravel under their own words, while you reveal nothing. Silence makes you unpredictable, unrateable, and terrifying. It shifts the balance. You become the one who decides when sound exists and when it dies. With the tyranny of silence, you no longer fight with noise, you enslave with absence. You don't leave this the same way you entered. Something has already shifted, a fracture invisible to others but permanent to you. Most will return to noise, to distraction, to weakness. They'll drown themselves in comfort, pretending the storm isn't coming. But not you. You've seen what waits behind the curtain, and once seen, it cannot be unseen. This wasn't guidance, it was conditioning. The drills you've absorbed are not harmless ideas, they are weapons waiting to be drawn. Every pause, every silence, every refusal to break, these are blades sharper than steel. The question is not whether you will use them, the question is when. Because you now carry a code inside you, a code of stillness, control, and precision that makes ordinary minds transparent. And remember this, You weren't supposed to know this, but now it's inside you, and it will never leave.